Welcome to this short video on conducting a root cause analysis of an adverse event. The objectives of this video are to help you understand the elements of root cause analysis and to describe how you can use the 5 whys and the fishbone diagram in conducting a root cause analysis. The first step is to establish a goal for improvement. For example, your goal might be to prevent central line associated bloodstream infections or CLABSIs. It is important to clearly articulate to your team why achieving this goal is important. For the CLABSI example, achieving this goal will result in safer patient care, better patient outcomes, improved patient experience of care, and lower costs of care. A superficial examination of the problem usually just shows symptoms of the problems. These weeds lie above the surface and are most obvious on this initial look. Root cause analysis aims to solve problems by identifying the root or underlying cause of the problem and not just addressing the symptoms. The root is usually not immediately obvious and lies below the surface, waiting to be uncovered by in-depth observation. Note that the word root in root cause analysis refers to the underlying causes and not a single cause. Brainstorming is one way to conduct a root cause analysis. During brainstorming, all factors are considered without editing. It is important to have a mixed team with diverse team members from different parts of the process. Get a fresh pair of eyes, input from someone who is not too close to the process. Have a facilitator or an impartial referee. Remember that everyone is an equal contributor. Leave stripes at the door. Involve everyone or question why he or she is there. Pay attention to timing. Set an upper limit for the duration of your brainstorming session and a good time and day of the week for the session. Know when to stop. Recognize that this is just a snapshot of how the group thinks today. Thinking may evolve as more information is obtained, so revisit the problem. Consider how you should involve your customers or the people directly affected by the process. Write each idea on a sticky note to make it easy to transfer them onto the fishbone diagram later. Be careful not to add in solutions at this stage. It is important to brainstorm before identifying cause categories, otherwise you can constrain the range of ideas. However, if ideas are slow in coming, use questions such as "what about?" to prompt thoughts. The next step is to consider which are the most likely root causes of the effect. This can be done in several ways. Through open discussion among participants, sharing views and experiences, by looking for repeated causes or number of causes related to a particular category, by data gathering. Once a relatively small number of main causes have been agreed upon, paired comparisons can then be used to narrow them down further. Some groups find it helpful to consider only those causes they can influence. In the CLABSI example, a root cause analysis may help you identify that there was a departure from the standard of care, such as not following all elements of the central line bundle. Now draw your fishbone diagram. Start with the problem statement, effect or adverse event at the head of the fish. Then think about all of the identified issues and decide on your category labels. Categories used in manufacturing processes frequently also apply to healthcare. Some potential categories are methods or processes, policies, staffing, equipment, materials or supplies, measurement, and environment. Ask why each issue is a problem. Typically ask why 5 times to get to the root of the problem and to fill in the fishbone diagram as you go. You may change your mind as to the causes and categories along the way, and using sticky notes can be helpful because you can move them. The goal of the 5 whys is to clarify the cause and effect relationships in an issue. The answer to each question forms the basis of the next question. Some variations on a why question could be, why did this occur? Why did this occur at this specific time? Did the staff involved have the right skills, experience, or guidance to be successful? Did the team have the right resources? Were there alternatives to the choices made? Think about antecedent events. Were there things that went on before the error or problem that were indirect causes? After completing the fishbone diagram, go back and validate the causes. Ask the question, did that possible action actually cause this problem? If the answer is no, then that potential cause should not be considered for your improvement intervention. Once you have identified the actual causes, the next step is to prioritize those that are the most important. Consider that the team might bundle a few issues together for improvement. Thoreau writes in Walden, "There are 1,000 hacking at the branches of evil to one who is striking at the root." Root cause analysis is a problem-solving strategy that aims to identify and strike at the root causes of a problem. A root cause is a cause that, once removed from the problem, prevents the adverse event from recurring.